Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My hair looks like a little pom-pom back here. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we will be reviewing the new Tarte makeup. It's been out for a while now. Some of it has been out for a few months. Some of it just came out a month ago. Some of it has been around for years. But I just really wanted to do a video that was kind of using all Tarte products. But since it's not a full face, I don't have a full face. I didn't want to say like it's a full face of Tarte and not have a full face. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if you like this kind of video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button because I do this with a lot of brands. I think Colourpop is next. And I'm working on Essence. Those were the two that were like at the top of my list. So let me know if you have any brands that you want me to try to do a full face for. Tarte is probably like one of my favorite high-end brands, if not my favorite high-end brand. That's why I have so many products from them. There's not a lot of high-end brands that I probably could do this for. But just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Definitely comment down below that. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, just to start off, we're gonna start with this Tarte. It's a little mini size. I got it in an Ipsy. All the stuff I have here is a mini size. I don't think I have anything full size from them. It's just because I've gotten it in subscription bags. I've wanted to try the product, not buy the full thing, the whole nine, which is again why I have Tarte and not other brands, because there's not a lot of brands that have a lot of minis like this. But anyway, I got this in an Ipsy. It's the Tarte Jelly Glaze Anytime Lip Mask in the shade Strawberry Jelly. So I'm just going to apply this because my lips are dry and I have another lip product that I want to use at the end. It literally is a jelly, and so I've used this before. It's very sheer. To me, it's more of a lip gloss than like a lip mask. I feel like a lip mask is a little bit more light, should be a little bit more lightweight and not as sticky. This is pretty sticky and messy. But it's pretty sticky, so I don't think it's a lip, I don't feel like it's a lip mask. I feel like it's more of like a lip gloss if you want to wear it like that. But again, that's just like my opinion, personal preference. So, you know, however you want to use it, you can. I'm really hot. I do like it and it's so cute. I just don't know like if it's something I would repurchase. Like if I'm going to get a lip mask, I'd rather get a lip mask. If I'm going to get a lip gloss, I'd rather a lip gloss, not so much this. So it's just that weird in between. So I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it feels nice. It looks nice. You can see just a good like before video kind of thing, or like while you're doing the rest of your makeup kind of thing. So next, we're gonna go with the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. I've used 90% of this. It's basically gone. I was saving the last like couple uses for this video. Like, look, I can squeeze it and it's not coming out. There's a little bit in there, girl. You can do it. Maybe not. Oh yeah. Wow, so I really had one more use in there and I really just saved that for this video. So I've used, again, I basically used this primer. I just don't think it's all that. I feel like it feels nice on the face, especially like right now I'm hot and this is very like liquidy, and so it feels really like nice. I wouldn't say cooling, but it feels nice on the face because it's so liquidy. It feels good. It looks good. It makes your skin look good and hydrated, but I feel like you can't tell too much when you put the foundation on. Like, I feel like it kind of just seeps into your skin and that's it. But I feel like personally, like if I'm gonna wear a hydrating primer, I want it to sink into the skin but also be on top of the skin so that the foundation can work with it. I just don't think this one is all that, you know what I mean? So people always try to call me in the middle of these videos and they piss me off, and then she's like, I'm an employment specialist. I'm like, leave me alone. Whatever. It's my fault. I shouldn't have went on one of those sites. Whatever. All right. Anyway, I just don't think that the primer is worth the money, if we're being quite honest. There's better drugstore primers. I like them better, and it's not all that. That's just a BTW. That's all I was trying to say. Next is a product that I'm probably going to buy the full size of eventually because I love it so much. This is the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. First of all, if you want the mini size, you get quite a bit of product. I've been using this for months, and it is so good, and it lasted a couple months. So I think like if you want to just try it and really test and see if you're gonna like it, I'd go with a mini if you can find your shade, or if you can make a shade work for you, I'd go with that. I have the shade 34 and medium neutral, which is a pretty good shade. It's a very light coverage foundation, so honestly if the shade's a little dark or a little light, it would be hard to tell. I'd probably, if I were you, I'd probably go a little light then a little dark, just because it's probably a little bit easier to tell. You can see this foundation would probably be normally light for me, but since it's so light coverage, you can't really tell that much. I've been tanning, so not self tanning, but I just mean I've been going outside and getting tan, and so all my foundations are like going crazy. They're all the wrong shades, and I'm like, ugh, whatever. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But this has a weird smell too. This foundation, it smells a little bit like clay, but you know, it goes away obviously when you wear it, and no one, like, it's not that serious. But it's such a beautiful foundation. It just makes your skin look alive and beautiful. And of course, it is not of course, but it is a very, very light coverage foundation. And so if you're looking for something full coverage, medium coverage, it's literally not that. It's literally a tinted hydrator, which is why it's not full coverage. It's literally like a moisturizer, but with a little bit of tint to it. So it feels really, really good on the face. Every time I wear it, I'm just in awe of how beautiful my skin looks throughout the entire freaking day. I don't know why I said freaking there. Through the entire day, my skin looks so good, so juicy and so alive. And one thing, my favorite thing about it is that, like, I have super dry skin, and so my skin just like loves this. And you can set it with powder and it still looks good. And so that's one of my like biggest pet peeves, is when a foundation is glowy or dewy like this and you set it with powder and then it dries the life out of it. It's just like, ugh, but I don't like not setting my face, so it kind of goes back and forth. Wow, I got these cute little cuffs, but like, since I'm not used to it, I keep knocking it off of my ear. Sheesh, annoying. Whatever, anyway. But so that's what I really love about it, is that it truly is hydrating and it doesn't turn matte or anything like that. You can see how beautiful and like juicy my skin looks and how hydrated it looks. You can see that there's zero coverage. You can see everything underneath, but it's just perfect. And you can, the shade is wrong for me, but once I finish off the rest of my makeup, girl, you won't even be able to tell. So I told 10 out of 10 recommend. I recommend the mini, trying the mini first, and then seeing if you like the big size. I probably, right now, I always say this, but when I try a high-end foundation, I kind of put it up against all the other high-end foundations that I've tried, because if I'm going to spend $50, okay, not 50, but maybe like 30 bucks on a high-end foundation, I want to know which one's the best for me. And I feel like right now it's between this one and probably the Anastasia one, because those are both very glowy, dewy, and feel really nice on the face, and they're not heavy or anything like that. And so definitely would recommend this one. And this one you can get in a mini, so I would try that before deciding if you're kind of like me in that you want to compare all the high-end foundations. I know Tarte is going to be doing their $63 kit or whatever, Tarte kit or something like that. I'm really excited about it, but I hope that they have that foundation in it, because then I would just get that foundation with that kit. I'm going to wait until, I think I'm going to hold off on many purchases until that kit comes out, because I really, really want it, and it was supposed to come out, but then they pushed it back, so I don't know. I'm talking a lot. Anyway, next is the Tarte Hydrating Concealer. Now, this is a newer product to them. It just came out, and again, I have a mini size. I have the shade 36 and medium tan neutral. What I didn't realize is that, like, technically the numbers, like, this is a higher number than my thing, so I don't know if this concealer is going to be darker than this foundation, and I didn't think that through. But I thought, like, I'd rather get a darker concealer for summer, because I know I'm going to be tanner in summer. I'm going to use a darker foundation, so I just didn't think that through, so I'm sorry if it looks funny. Now, the only irritating thing is that since it's so small, you don't get a lot of product on the doe foot at a time, so you really have to, like, dip back in. Like, I think I would do this, and then I dip back in, put it on this eye again, and then do the same for the other eye, so like twice per eye, which is not a super huge deal. I like to, like, scoop around and really get a lot of products on here. Now, this is only $10. I feel like it's so worth the $10, the mini size, as much as, like, it's irritating using a little baby wand and a little thing. I've used it, I think this is the third time I've used this, and I feel like I could probably get like 5 more uses out of it, so I think it's kind of worth it. You obviously have to decide for yourself if you feel like that is worth it. I think this concealer is so freaking beautiful. Again, this is probably number 1 on my list for high-end concealers. I don't try a lot of them because you can't sample them in the pot, but still, you can just see that it looks so beautiful under the eye, like so flawless. I love it. It's not full coverage or anything like that. I think this one is a more medium coverage, honestly, because the Too Faced Naturally Radiant Creamy Concealer is really, really awesome, but it is a more light coverage, so, and you can't build it up really. This one I feel like is a little bit more on the buildable side, and it is more medium coverage. I don't think it will build up to be full coverage, but if you mean like you can wear it light coverage or medium coverage. So it kind of goes between the two, and I really freaking love it. It blends like a dream. It just looks stunning under the eye. Yeah, I think it is a little bit dark for me, but it just looks stunning under the eye, and it just looks flawless, hydrated. If you have dry under eyes or you have dry skin, this will be your best friend because it just makes your under eye look juicy, voluptuous, the whole nine, and brightened, and everything you want in a concealer, without being too dewy, too disgusting. It doesn't, I mean, it will settle into fine lines. I honestly don't even, when I'm looking at a concealer, I don't even base it off of that because I feel like all of them do. But when you set it, it does not move, and so I really freaking love that. It's one of the best concealers, again, I've tried. It just feels so good, and I've only used it 3 times, and I'm obsessed because it feels so nice, so smooth, so creamy, the whole nine. Everything you want in a concealer, this is it. So I freaking love it. I don't know if I'd buy the full size just because I feel like I do have some concealers like this that are just beautiful and very hydrated from the drugstore. From the drugstore. So I don't know if you necessarily need this one. I think you can get it for a drugstore price, but if you're looking for a good high-end concealer, this is a really good one. Next, I'm going to be using, this is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer. I have used this before, and I freaking love it. I'm so sad because I always want to use it, and then something else, like, goes in its place, and I'm like, oh, sorry. But this is, I'm using the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It's a foundation brush, but it's just perfect for cream bronzer, and it just, oh my gosh, look how beautiful. It, like, blends it out for you like a dream, and this bronzer is so good because it blends so easy. It is super creamy. Almost, if you have oily skin, I don't know if you'd like this bronzer because it is cream, it's super creamy that it might just like slide off your face. You can set it, and I will set it. I usually do set it, but it is very creamy, like super creamy. So I don't know if someone with oily skin would like it. I also know too, I've tried this wearing it. There are some cream bronzers that you can wear on top of powders. As much as people say don't do it, I do it all the time, and there are some that look just beautiful on top of on top of powders. This one you cannot wear on top of powders. It just looks bad. It gets patchy, and it just looks funny on top of powders, but under powders it is stunning. I don't like wearing cream bronzers under powder because I feel like it dulls it down a bit, and then I have to apply a powder bronzer, and I don't like wearing I feel like it just wastes products that way. So I'd rather either just wear like a cream look like this or put it on top of powder, and this one doesn't look good on top of powder. So I don't know, again, it's personal preference. I really like it. Again, a mini size. I have the shade Seychelles, and I think they only have, I'm gonna sneeze. I think they only have one shade in the minis here, but I still think it's worth it. I think it will work for a lot of skin tones, which is why I think it's okay that they only have one shade. But again, I really love it. Now these two are actually, I believe these 3 are all in the same line. They're C line, which is an awesome line from what I've tried so far. And then the Maracuja stuff. The Maracuja stuff here is in a different line. I don't know what other products I had that was from the Maracuja line. I don't know. Anyway, so usually for blush, I would use one of their powder blushes, but since I don't have a cream blush, and since I have a cream, I'm going to use a cream highlighter that I'm testing out. So I'm going to use a different blush and a different highlighter, but normally I would use one of these, and I'm so sorry, but both of these are limited edition. So, but Tarte blushes are my absolute favorite. I've talked about them enough. I feel like I'm just going to show you them. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Make Every Moment Count blush palette. It comes with 3 blushes, and it's absolutely stunning. The blushes are phenomenal. And then this is the holiday book from like 2017 or something crazy like that. Again, stunning, absolutely amazing. I love everything about this, but I just wanted to show you them real quick, just so I didn't skip them in my Tarte collection. I love them both. They're amazing. I would recommend Tarte blushes every day, all day. Their blush books are the best. They are limited edition, but they're the best. So now I'm going to do my blush. I'm going to do a bunch of products, and I'll be right back to, finish off the look. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face. I'm going to use the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist Setting Spray. I love this thing. I really, truly do. Again, it's a mini, so I think the minis are so worth it, but I really love it because it really just sits on the skin and also seeps into the skin. It does both, and so it just makes your skin look so beautiful. It just transforms your makeup. It doesn't makes your makeup look less powdery, anything like that, less makeup like and more natural. And so I freaking love this thing. It smells kind of weird, the smell is odd. I'm not gonna lie, the smells kind of weird, and I don't know if I'd buy the full size of it ever. I think like once it's done, it's gonna be done, but I enjoyed it while I have it. I still have it, but I'm enjoying it right now. I don't know if I'm recommending things to you, I don't know if this is top of the list out of like all the stuff I'm using today, but it's a good one. So if you're looking to spice up your setting spray collection, you want to try a new one, anything like that, this is a good one to try, especially if you have dry skin, honestly. So I just started this mascara, especially just because someone actually called me a freaking Gen. So I was just like listening to them talk. Anyway, the mascara I'm going to be using is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara. This has been one of my favorites for so long. Every time a Tarte set comes with it, I get it, the mascara, and I just love it. My sister loves it too, I think, or she loves one of the Tarte mascaras. I don't know. I just think Tarte mascaras are all around really amazing. I love the Big Ego mascara. I do like this one better, but I do really like the Big Ego one. I feel like this one is just super voluminous, super lengthening, just does everything you want a mascara to do. I think this is one of those mascaras that gets better as they dry out because it just holds everything a little bit better. I don't like super liquidy mascaras, and this one, it starts off not super liquidy, but liquidy enough. So once it dries, it just gets better and better and better, and it's one of my favorite mascaras ever. It is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I haven't bought a full size yet, but I think like because I always want to try new mascaras, and I have so many right now. But once like I get to a place where I have no mascaras, I'll probably buy this one and then the Essence / Princess, and like those would be my two holy grail mascaras because I freaking love them both. Yeah. You just see how pretty it is. It just makes your lashes look the best girly, wispy kind of lash, and it's my favorite. I live for it. I love her. All right, let me put that to the side. All right, I'm gonna wipe off the Jelly Glaze. You can see it lasted the entire time I did my makeup, which is awesome, and it feels nice. Actually, it's not as sticky as like as you wait, the time goes on. I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like you could get this with any little drugstore mascara, lip balm. It's just not special, I feel like, personally. Next, I'm going to be using this Tarte H2O gloss. Again, another baby, little baby. I got this in Ipsy as well. This is in the shade Hang 10. I think I used it once. This is a super, super sticky gloss, and so it's definitely not going to be a favorite formula. I do not like sticky glosses, but it is a little bit... It's like the kind of like the Buxom glosses where it just gives a little bit of a tingle, I feel like a little hint. I can feel a little hint to it. It's a pretty shade. It's really nice. It's just super pink. So I had to wear like a pinkier eye because I knew that this was going to be super, super pink, which I don't mind. If I'm not wearing anything on the eyes, I wouldn't mind. But the gloss is just super, super sticky. I don't know if you can tell, it's just way stickier than any gloss. Like, you know, the Fenty Gloss Bombs, the Buxom ones, the Persona ones I have, the Revlon is my absolute favorite. They're just not sticky. This one feels heavy, feels like you're wearing gloss. And so it's not a favorite either. It's just for the sake of this video. So real quick, I'll just do a quick recap. The products that I probably recommend to you the absolute most is first the Hydrator, the Hydrator. I would definitely recommend trying it. It just looks beautiful. You can see all my imperfections underneath, but it just gives you that really nice natural looking kind of makeup, and I think it's absolutely perfect for day-to-day wear, especially during the summertime. I feel like the mascara, of course, I freaking live for this mascara. It's not a new product though. If you've never tried it, I would recommend trying it because it's so freaking bomb. It's one of my absolute favorites. I actually have a coupon. I might use my coupon and getting this one in full size because I love this mascara. It's so good. And then I think probably the next I would recommend is probably the Tarte Seychelles bronzer. It's just a super nice and easy to work with, very beginner friendly kind of cream bronzer. It's super creamy, it blends really nicely, it's very natural, it's buildable, the whole nine, and so I feel like it's perfect for a cream bronzer. If you're someone who's just getting in or something like that, grabbing the mini would be perfect for you. I think it's you get a lot of product. You get 6 grams, but like you can see I've had this for a while now, and you can't even see I have a dent in it because it's great. You're getting a great bang for your buck, I personally think. So I think those are the top 3 that I would recommend. One that's kind of in the middle, is personal preference, is the concealer for me. I think it's really beautiful, really, really nice. I feel like though I do have concealers from the drugstore that are just like this, and so I don't necessarily think you need specifically this one, but it is amazing. It looks beautiful. I love the way my under eyes look. It just looks flawless. Once I set them with powder, they were going nowhere, but they still look good and they still look really, really nice and flawless, and they covered up my under eyes bags, but not super heavy or anything like that. So this one's kind of in the middle just because you can get the same thing from the drugstore, but this one's a good one if you want to try this one. You know, I feel like the other 3 products are very specific to Tarte. Like, I don't know, I haven't tried any other products like those products, except maybe the mascara, but even still, I still think it's the best of the best. So that's why that one's in the middle alone. And then you have, I guess this one's probably in the middle too, the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist, just because it's, if you need it or if you want to try it, I think it's a worth the try. I don't think you need to run out and buy it personally. I think it's a good one, but I don't think it's like you absolutely need it to spend the money on it. I don't think so. I don't think that, but it's a good one, you know. And then at the bottom, I don't think they're worth it, don't think you should waste your money on it, is the primer. I think it just doesn't do enough for me. I have drugstore primers that are way better, and so I don't think you need this one. And then the C, oh, this is from the C line too as well, sorry. And the strawberry jelly glaze thing, I just don't think it's worth it. I think it's worth a try, but I don't know if it's worth it even then. It's just, you can't actually get this mini size. I got it in the Ipsy, so trying it on the website, I just for full price, I just don't know if it's worth it. It kind of just doesn't do much. It's just like a gloss, but not even really. So it's just like a meh product. And the lip gloss, I just think they're so sticky. I would probably never buy another one or never even want another one. Like, it looks beautiful, it does look really, really nice, but they are super, super sticky. So if you do not like a sticky gloss, you will not like this. I probably would not repurchase, but I will keep it. So I won't declutter, I won't get it away. So if that changes your opinion a little bit, like, I will use it. If that like sways you a little bit, now you know, I will use it and will wear it, and it looks beautiful. It's just super, super sticky. So it's like, and yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I always say that. I know I did because I enjoyed filming it. All in all, I think Tarte's one of my number one, I think it is my number one probably high-end brand, just because they have some amazing products and they're very, very unique products to the brand. Do I think all of them are worth it? Absolutely not. Do I think a lot of them are? Absolutely. So it's just up to you, of course, but I think the mini size is where it's at. I've had some amazing products from getting just minis, and they last me so freaking long, so it's a great, great, great deal. I think, like, honestly, I might just buy if I was buying one in full size, I'd definitely buy this in full size, and I'd definitely buy the mascara in full size. The other ones are still maybes. This one, I just don't think you need a full size because you get a lot of product, and how many people are going through an actual full size of this? Nobody. So I think the mini's where it's at for that. So yeah, the scripture for today is, for I am with you, do not be afraid, do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. It's just like, remember that God is always with you, especially in these times. He's going to be your strength, he's going to be your guide, and so just turn to him. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.